Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Terry Briggs.
And I'm Don Johnson. Here's what's happening in your city.
We pray, Lord, in these very difficult hours, you will watch over them, you will guide them, you will direct them, and long term, you will provide for them.
Grand Prairie is offering prayers for police after last week's ambush in Dallas that killed 5 officers. During a noon-hour vigil on Monday, speakers said prayers are needed to stop the hatred and divisiveness that puts both the police and public in danger.
We don't understand how our society has come to the point where we cannot communicate respectfully and without violence. We fully acknowledge that we, as public servants, should be held accountable. But we also don't understand why, when officers across the country may make a mistake, why all of us are stereotyped as bad or evil. Because, folks, I will tell you, as you saw Friday night, when the shooting started, the officers ran to the threat to protect those who were protesting and demonstrating. And I think that sums it up.
We need to pray for each other. Yourself, you need to pray tonight because you don't want your heart to get hardened over this, folks. We need to pray that God will help us get through this individually, that our hearts will not become crusted over and hardened.
Officials say the public can show support for their police and their community by displaying a unity ribbon. The ribbons are available for a $5 donation at the Grand Prairie Police and Fire Public Safety Building.
Great ride tonight.
Mayor Ron Jensen was pedaling away once again as his popular outdoor activity series hit the streets of Grand Prairie's Grand Peninsula. The program is called Cycling with the Mayor and is part of the ongoing Get Fit GP initiative, which encourages healthier lifestyles among citizens and city employees. But for this particular ride, there was another mission.
There's a lot of things going on in the country now, but tonight is about what? It's about back in the blue.
As Jensen invited participants to wear blue, while staff from the city's Parks, Arts, and Recreation Department also handed out T-shirts to show the city's support for law enforcement and to honor the Dallas officers who lost their lives on July 7th. Since its inception last year, every Cycling with the Mayor ride has been escorted and protected by members of the Grand Prairie Police Department. And on this night, they led the way for the biggest group of riders in its history.
It's just that. We are here to show our support, that we're behind the police 100%.
You know, unfortunately, there's probably a lot of people who couldn't have come out that wanted to come out or perhaps didn't know about this ride. But I would have bet had people had the ability to come out here or had a bike or whatever the time, we could have probably seen at least 1,000 riders. You know, we only see a small fraction of what really truly is supportive of the police department.
The next Cycling with the Mayor is scheduled for Wednesday, September 7th at Grand Central Park. For more information and a full schedule, go to gptx.org/getfitgp.
It's mosquito season, and that means the threat of Zika, chikungunya, and West Nile virus. The city of Grand Prairie is attacking the mosquito threat with a strategy called Fight the Bite. Here's how it works. Mosquitoes breed in standing water, so places that collect water are constantly monitored and treated with larvicide as needed. Abandoned pools are also checked and, if necessary, treated to kill larvae. Each week, 2 types of mosquito traps are set out across the city. One is for the mosquito that spreads Zika and chikungunya, the other for the biter that carries West Nile. The next day, the traps are emptied and the specimens are sent to a local lab to be tested for disease. Within 48 hours, the city is notified about positive samples, informs the public, and takes action. If Zika or chikungunya is found in a sample or there is a confirmed human case, a thermal insecticide fogger and a ground sprayer will be used to treat the property where the trap was set or the victim lives. The infection site and nearby properties will also be inspected for breeding sources that will be treated with insecticide. A truck-mounted sprayer will then apply insecticide to the surrounding neighborhood.
We need to look closely at possible breeding sites because these mosquitoes aren't flying from a mile away. They are probably born in that yard or in the yard next door. They don't travel far. They usually breed, live, and die within that 150-foot radius.
When there is a positive West Nile sample or infection, the city will continue to respond with 2 nights of ground spraying in the neighborhood where the sample was trapped or the victim lives. Grand Prairie residents can do their part to fight the bite by following the 4 Ds. Use mosquito spray with DEET when you're outdoors, day or night. Wear long sleeves and pants when you're outdoors. Drain standing water around your home. Avoid being outside at dusk or dawn when mosquitoes are most active.
People just need to get into the habit of spraying mosquito repellents every time they leave the house, because we have the biters at dusk and dawn, but we also have the Aedes mosquitoes that carry Zika and chickpea and dengue and other diseases. Those are daytime biters. So people just need to make sure that they spray every time they leave the house.
You can find more information about the city's mosquito strategy online at gptx.org/fightthebite.
You go from this way down, because they'll poke you if you go this way.
An adventure with animals brought big crowds of kids and grown-ups to the Grand Prairie libraries. All 3 Grand Prairie Library locations played host to the God's Little Critters indoor petting zoo, which gives kids and adults the chance to get up close and interact with small animals from all over the world.
We've got guinea pigs, chickens, and they're bannies. There's a small breed of chickens. Oh, we have little Dumbo rats. The ferrets, which are, they're little clowns. The hedgehogs. And then we have bunny rabbits. And we have a potbelly pig.
The petting zoo is just one highlight of the more than 200 programs that are part of the library's Summer Reading Club, whose goal is to keep kids, teens, and adults motivated to read during the summer months.
We put out the facts about the animals, and then that should entice them to want to read books about the animals and learn more about what's in our world and what's around us that they may never experience.
Everyone who participates in the Summer Reading Club has a chance to win prizes by logging the hours they read, and reading logs are available at each library or in printout form online.
While kids are out of school, yeah, there's wonderful things to do, lots of swimming, outdoor activities, which we still want everyone to participate in, but we also want kids to keep up their reading. And we want the adults in the kids' life to model that reading and to show them how important it is.
For more information about the Summer Reading Club, check out the library's website at gptx.org/library. That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you'll join us next time.